Welcome to another episode of Kiwi's Cooking Crew, and I did a thing. I am reacting to Smokin and Grillin with AB smothered chicken recipe. So now what you see here, I have some paprika, some granulated garlic, some oregano, and some chili powder. And what I'm doing, I'm just going to take that and mix that all together just to get that blended in really good. And you just want to make sure everything is blended there. And so now what I'm doing, I'm taking that seasoning blend and I'm seasoning up the chicken. And you just want to rub that in, get that all up in the crevices, the back of the chicken, under the skin. Just get that chicken just fully coated. And of course, I'm a hand washer, so I wash my hands all the time throughout the cooking process. You won't believe how many paper towels I use when I'm cooking. So I did need a little more seasoning, and AB did say that if you feel like you need a little more seasoning, just add it on there and just mix that in like you did the first time. So now it's time for some salt as well as some black cracked pepper. And you want to blend that in too. So just do the same thing like you did before to get that seasoning all in that chicken there. And once you got all of that done, you just want to make sure that you just sit that chicken to the side. And so now I'm making the batter for the chicken, and I have my all-purpose flour, and I'm taking the rest of that seasoning mix and I put it in there. And then we also want to make sure that we add some salt and pepper in there. And now we're going to just mix and mix and mix until we get that well blended. And just make sure everything is just evenly blended in that bowl. And so now it's time to coat our chicken. And we're just going to take that chicken and we're going to coat it all and set it over to the side to just kind of let that flour and everything come together with that chicken. And of course, I'm not really moving that fast. I just had to speed it up. And you're just going to do the same thing to the remainder of your chicken until you have all of your chicken coated. And so now it is time for our pan fried chicken, and I'm adding some olive oil in there. We let that come up to temp, and then we just place our chicken in there, skin side down. Yeah, I had to make a little space in there. And once we get all the chicken in there, we're going to just cover it up with the top and let that fry about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Okay, so the skin side is done. So now I'm just turning that chicken over to get that bottom side done. And I just felt a little bit just to make sure that it's a little crispy on there, to get that crispiness. And once we get all of this turned over, we're going to just cover it like we did the first time and let that go about 4 to 5 minutes. And our chicken is all done. So now we're just going to remove that chicken and set that to the side. And we're going to get ready for our gravy. So now it's gravy time, and we're going to add our roughly chopped onions to that pan. And we're going to let those onions just sweat down a little bit. And once we have them sweated down, we're going to add our minced garlic to that pan. And you don't want to let your garlic burn. That's gross. And we're going to add our crushed red pepper. And we're going to mix all of that together. And then we're going to move on to our next step, and we're going to add some butter and let that butter just melt there until it's melted. And we're going to add our flour in, and this is just going to help thicken up that sauce there. And I did find that I needed a little more flour. It just really depends on the thickness that you're going for. So I did add just a little more than AB did. Just a pinch. And we're going to just mix all of that together until you see no more flour. You want to make sure you cook that flour taste out, because we don't want to taste like have that gravy tasting like flour. Just keep going. You want to scrape those sides to make sure that you get all of that flour out of there. Scraping the bottom of the pan and mix everything evenly. And I did get some chicken stock, and so you just want to pour that chicken stock in there slowly. And as AB said, just continue to move that hand there to blend everything, and just pour that stock in very slow. And of course, like AB also said, if you do not have chicken stock, you can use chicken broth as well. I just tend to like to go with stock, just really depends on what I'm cooking. And you see how I'm scraping the sides there just to get some of that sauce and everything that's around the side. Some of that thickness just to kind of help thin it out a little bit. So you just want to make sure that you're getting everything. But just continue to make sure you move slowly through the process of pouring. Okay, and what you want to do here is just make sure that you let that come back up to temp. And we're going to do that before we do add in our heavy cream. And now you see me adding in that heavy cream. I'm adding in slowly and just going ahead getting that blended in there. And it looks good already. So good. And now it's time to incorporate our chicken. So I'm adding all 4 pieces in there. Yeah, buddy. And we're going to just add some of that gravy on top of the chicken on all pieces. And y'all, this looks like it's going to taste so good. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we're just going to add our top back on and put that in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And look, this looks so good. So wait for that review. Hey, so this recipe is all done. It's ready to go. I'm ready to try this out. This smells so good. So as you guys already know, I recreated the recipe from Smokin Grillin with AB with the smothered chicken. And I'm going to react to it and let you guys know exactly what I think. So this is definitely a food review. So let's try this out, okay? I'm so excited. It smells so good. It looks so good. So I'm sure it's delicious. So let's see what we got. This is really good. AB, you did your big one on this one. This is really flavorful. So, of course, if you like this recipe, the direct recipe is on Smokin Grillin's AB YouTube channel. Also, if you like my channel, just make sure you like, subscribe, tell all of your friends about it. I'm going to be doing more reaction videos as well as more original content of my own recipes, along with other little fun things that I do on my page, you know, little polls and different things like that to just kind of see what you guys like. So just make sure that you like and subscribe. Tell everybody, and until next time, bye.